no matter the location. From O-A-K-L-A to L-V, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, what in the hell was that? You were watching the Las Vegas Raiders Report. Today's show was presented by Black Sunday Shop. If you're looking for some awesome gear around the holiday, go check out blacksundayshop.com. They got things up to 70% off. And yes, it is going very quickly. Also, we are going to be doing a giveaway at the end of today's show, so make sure you're not going anywhere. So what the heck did we just watch? This was probably the worst football game I have ever seen in my entire life. Now, there's a lot of words that come to mind, but what's your one-word reaction to the Raiders losing 43-6 to the Falcons? WTF is a word. Fumble is definitely probably a word that comes to mind. Penalty. We should be penalized for having to watch that game. I've covered a lot of games here at the Las Vegas Raiders Report. This was probably Derek Carr's worst game. And this is probably the worst game I've seen this Raiders team ever put forth. No doubt about it. So let me know in the comments your one-word reaction to the Raiders' 43-6 loss to the Falcons. Now, when you talk about turnovers, that's going to be a big-time storyline in this one. You're also going to talk about penalties as well. Because when you look at it from top to bottom, you should not have given up this many points to Atlanta. However, I'm not going to put the blame on the defense. You put the blame on the offense. You put the blame on special teams, where Derek has 3 lost fumbles. Josh Jacobs had a lost fumble. Derek Carr also had a freaking pick 6 in this one. When I tell you this is Derek Carr's worst game ever, I am a true believer. This is his worst game ever. And then you had 11 penalties for 141 yards. 141 yards. At one point, this is a 6-3 game. Roughing the kicker call on Daniel Levitt, which was a missed field goal. Then it gives the Falcons another opportunity. They score a touchdown, and then I'm even going to go back to plays like Jon Gruden where it's 23-3. You decide to kick a field goal from top to bottom. This is an F grade all around. And honestly, it's a shame because I thought the defense played well. You had an early interception. You were on the field so much in this game, and I understand that there was no Todd, Gurley, Julio Jones. But if anybody out there is saying fire Paul Guenther, if anybody out there you're seeing is ripping on the defense this week, they just looked at the box score. They just looked at the score. They didn't look at what actually happened in this game. The defense played well. Let's not get it twisted. I thought the defense played well. If you disagree with me, you know where to find me. Instagram, Twitter, I don't hide. I'm at Mitchell Renz 365. So what you guys are watching right now is a post-game reaction. So we're live for the entire Raiders-Falcons game. And we go live every single game. Literally, it's like a 4-hour watch party. Play-by-play, score, keeping you up to date. And then as soon as the game ends, we do this, a post-game reaction. This is the opportunity where, in a win, you celebrate. In a game like we just watched, it's a time to vent. It's a time to get your frustrations out. So use hashtag Raiders Super Chat to get those frustrations out. And right now, the Raiders, they're 6-5. They dropped a game. Obviously, at the time of filming this, the Chiefs haven't played yet. They're playing right now. The Chargers, they ended up losing their game. The Broncos, they're at 4-6. They haven't played yet, but they don't even have a freaking quarterback this week, so I don't anticipate them beating the Saints. The updated playoff picture right now, I'm just going to say it out loud. The Steelers, they're 1. Chiefs are 2. The Titans beat the Colts. They're 8-3. They went up. The Bills, they're the 4 seed at 8-3 as the time of filming. The Browns, 8-3. The Dolphins, they're the 6 seed at 7-4. The Colts, they're the 7th seed at 7-4. Then the Ravens are at the 8th seed. The Raiders drop all the way down to the 9th seed at 6-5. And the team that's right underneath them is the Patriots, who have the tiebreaker over the Raiders. So here's the comment that I'm going to make the pinned comment on today's video. Will the Raiders make the playoffs? You're 6-5. Last year you were 6-4. You go on the road against the Jets, lose 34-3, go 1-5 to finish out the season. This is a much better football team than what we saw last year. However, the effort that we saw today was a disgrace. It was not the team that we saw against the Chiefs just a week ago. So with all this being said, will the Raiders make the playoffs? I want you to give me a Y for yes, or I want you to type N for no. My hope is that the Raiders make the playoffs, and my hope is that you stay joined every single video that I do, and that you don't lose interest, because even though the Raiders had a bad game, I'm going to be making a video tomorrow. Overreaction Monday. We're going to be going live on Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. If you always find yourself looking for Raiders coverage, this is the YouTube channel for you. We just crossed 65,000 subs. Let's get to 66,000 by next Sunday. So please go ahead and hit that big red button that says subscribe. All right, let's get some people now. We got Jesse, Super Chat. There's problems playing consistent football. 1 week great, this week terrible. How can we turn this season around and make the playoffs? Not turn the football over and show up every week. And I literally can't believe that you got blown out this much. This is also, I think, you're pointing at Jon Gruden for not having his guys ready. They were overlooking the Atlanta Falcons. They thought that they were going to walk into Atlanta and come away with a win. So for me, I'm going to look at the coaches, and I'm going to look at Derek Carr. And another one from Jesse real quick. Need to bounce back next week against the Jets. Forget this game. I'm with you. Let's move on. Let's go to Alex Thompson. What up, Alex? Raiders, anyone saying that Peterman is better than Carr is either mad or a moron. Carter's ranked 8th the best in the NFL. I mean, that's definitely going to go down. This is by far Carr's worst game that I've seen in a long time, and this ends his MVP discussion. I am totally saying you can't have 3 lost fumbles and a pick 6 in one game and expect to win the MVP. I know it's just one game, but when you're competing against all these other good quarterbacks, you can't do that. I mean, look at these numbers, guys. 22 of 34, 215 yards, a pick 6, and 3 lost fumbles. I mean, it's just a very, very bad performance. So I'm with you, though. If you see anybody saying it's time to start Nathan Peterman, if you're seeing anybody that's saying, hey, Mitch, it's time to put in Marcus Mariota, that's just dumb. I'm sorry. As bad as Derek was, Nathan Peterman and Marcus Mariota are still much, much worse than Derek Carr. Let's go to the next question coming in here. As a reminder, use hashtag Raiders. If we ever needed a wake-up call, it was now. We will bounce back. Mark my words. I sure hope so. Next guy coming on here on the show is from Bobby O. What up, Bobby? Are you kidding me? Not even a touchdown. Bobby, I wish I could pinch myself and say that I was dreaming. I wish I could come up with something that says, you know what? I am kidding. But no, I'm not kidding. That's the world that we're in right now. The Raiders just lost 43-6, and a horrible performance from top to bottom. One of the worst from Derek, and also a bad performance from Josh Jacobs. 7 carries, 27 yards. Was the offensive line bad in this one as well? Yes. Yes, they were. But he had a lost fumble. Technically fumbled twice. Should have been probably 2 lost fumbles, honestly. I think it was a missed call by the refs. But top to bottom, a horrible, horrible game. This would not be a game that I would put on my parents' fridge. So everyone's always looking for Raiders grades. How about this? Grade the Raiders' performance versus the Falcons. If anybody comes across this video and you don't type F, that just goes to show that you didn't watch the game and you have no idea how to analyze football. This is a big fat F. FFF. I mean, it's by far the worst performance that I've seen from the Raiders all season long. Let's go to Matt R. here coming in here. He says, time to hit the panic button. This game reminded me of the Raiders I grew up watching where they had penalties all the game and found ways to lose. I mean, 11 penalties, 141 yards. The Raiders didn't have a single game all year with over 100 yards and penalties. Also, the Raiders coming into this game had only 54 penalties. Last year at this, 2018 at this time, they had 104. This has been a much better team, especially against penalties. But this one was rough. Let's go to Allie. We need to fire Derek Carr and Jon Gruden. Not quite how it works, and I'm going to respectfully disagree with you. It's not. You're not going to fire Derek Carr and Jon Gruden. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Byron Hernandez. Fire who after this game? There's definitely going to be people looking to fire Gruden, but again, you can't fire Jon Gruden because his contract is totally there, right? So you're not going to end up doing that. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So for me, you're not going to fire anyone. Just take a deep breath. Hopefully, it's all going to be good. But with that being said, is it time to bench Derek Carr? Type B for bench, or I want you to type S for start. I'm going to continue to type my S for start. He is going to take a lot of heat this week. There is no doubt about that. He is going to take a ton of heat, and he deserves it. This is a really bad game. But who are you going to bench him for? Marcus Mariota, who's looked terrible in camp, who hasn't looked good even when he's been healthy? For Nathan Peterman? No. You start Derek Carr next week against the New York Jets. Now, something that I think should be in everyone's starting lineup, a new wardrobe thanks to Black Sunday Shop, and they're hooking up the nation. Look at this deal. BlackSundayShop.com up to 70% off. The deal ends December 1st. Yes, December 1st, this deal ends. So if you need some new Raiders t-shirts, we got you covered. How about some Raiders hoodies? They're Carhartt. They are high-branded Raiders sweatshirts. BlackSundayShop.com. That is gear up to 70% off. What are we giving at the end of the show? We're actually going to give away this t-shirt here in this collectible box. And if you just, I don't want to wait to see if you want it or not, you can just go buy it. But hurry up, they're selling quick. And also, all orders over $100, you're going to get a free Nation mask, bandana, and lapel pin. It also comes in with their awesome box, but I'm going to be honest. If you get $100 worth of stuff right now with their deals, you're literally going to have like 30 things. They have so many awesome deals. And their hats are wicked sick. They got snapbacks, fitted caps. My personal favorite is their all black hat with the Raiders logo and like this awesome silver. Some of the coolest gear that I've seen out there, and some of the stuff is so ridiculously cheap that you can't even imagine that you're getting it for the deal. Up to 70% off BlackSundayShop.com. I'm going to put that link in the comments and in the description. Go get yourself some new Raiders gear before all this stuff sells out. Jose Villegas, you're next up, and as a reminder also, this shirt that I have, Marcus Allen, is also from Black Sunday Shop. What does this do to us in the playoff run? Right now, the Raiders are the 9 seed. That's what it does. It puts you behind Baltimore, and I still think the Baltimore Ravens lose to the Steelers, and if that happens, the Raiders then, they go to the 8th seed. But if you got to beat the Colts now, and you got to beat Miami, because if you don't beat those two teams, it's going to be getting really close, and with the Patriots half a game behind you, if they finish with the same record as the Raiders, they're in because they already beat us. Let's go to Dakota Haddock. And as a reminder, hashtag Raiders or Super Chat to get your questions here on the show. This is a post-game reaction film literally right after the game. Like literally after every game, we do this. No need to panic. There was just one game. The Colts and Dolphins games were the important ones. This was a crappy game. I think it's a game where you can panic a little bit because it was that bad. However, you are in this point in the season where every game really, really matters. But if you can take care of business, if you can go 11-5, I think you still get in. Even if you're 10-6, you can still get in. But now you lost the game that you should have won. Now it means you got to beat a team like the Colts and you got to beat a team like the Dolphins. Both teams right now who are ahead of you in the playoff rankings. Extreme PC Vids, we need Trent Brown big time. How about it, Mitch? I'm with you. Trent Brown's been able to play in only 2 games. Luckily, he's been able to at least get back to practice a little bit. I anticipate him coming back this upcoming week, but we'll see because I don't have a crystal ball, and I have no idea what's going on in Trent Brown's mind. Now, obviously, we get a lot of questions. We get a lot of comments. We get a lot of everything here on the Las Vegas Raiders Report. I wish I could split myself up into 2 and answer everyone's question. That's obviously not possible. So, if I missed your question, if you ever just want to talk Raiders, hit me up on Instagram. That's the social media platform that I check by far the most. It's at Mitchell Renz 365. It's in the comments. It's in the chat. So just click on it. Join me. And if you want a free entry real quick, because the giveaway is coming up here in just a little bit, follow me on Instagram right now at Mitchell Renz 365. We're about to draw a winner probably in the next 5 minutes or so. Let's go to Juicehead89. That's my dude. We learn how to win games and we learn how to lose games. This will wake us up moving forward. I don't disagree with you, but I wish it would have been the other way around. I wish the Raiders could have come away with a win. 7-4 would have been really nice. 6-5 makes me a little bit nervous. Let's go to Sean. What up, my man? This team better step up next week. If we lose, I'm 100% done. See, I don't like that idea because you should never be done. If you're a Raider fan, it's, womb to the tomb. It's whether they're winning or losing, you support your team. That's what a Raider fan's about. So I actually don't really like that comment. But it is coming in because the Raiders, they do have the Jets who are 0-10. The Colts, they lost this week, so they're actually 7-4. The Chargers, they won, so they're 3-8. Or they lost, so they're 3-7. Yeah, 3-8. The Dolphins won, they're 7-4. The Broncos, that game hasn't happened yet, so they're 4-6. So I know what the graphic says. The Jets are 0-11. Colts 7-4. Chargers 3-8. Dolphins 7-4. Broncos 4-6. So what I want you to do is predict the Raiders' record. They're 6-5. I wish I had a different answer for y'all. I'm still going to hope that it's 10-6. That was my prediction at the beginning of the year. But after a rough game like this, you better wake up real quick. Because if you lose to the Dolphins and you lose to the Colts, that's probably going to put you at 9-7. And I think you're on the outside looking in terms of the playoffs. If they want to make it in, they got to get to 10-6. They got to. Also, I want to give some shout-outs to some of the Super Chats that came in. We had some from Spiritzer. Let's hope they grow up with some of these teams. Absolutely pathetic. We got one from Star Child Swag. You can't blame Carr on the sack fumbles in the pocket. You can, because I think they were on him, because some of those weren't obviously on just the defense. Alex Chavez, I thought the defense played good, but the offensive D was terrible at protecting Carr. Don't totally disagree. Another Super Chat from Noah Dodge says, I know what happened. In high school, I played on a team that destroyed everyone. Teams would lay down and die against us. Our young team is used to becoming, okay. not in the NFL. I agree. You can't just lie down. We have a lot of super chats, though. Give me a sec. Nicholas Gonzalez, fire Littleton, Guenther, Brown, Joyner, and hire Matt Patricia. I am not on the hire Matt Patricia boat. And then another super chat just came across from Noah Dodge for $5. Much love to everyone. So, for every single person that put in a super chat, I appreciate you. We are getting ready now to get into our giveaway. So as a reminder, today's show was presented by Black Sunday Shop. They hooked us up with some giveaways. So we are going to look, we tallied the votes. We've already picked the winner. It'll be up as a lower third. What does that mean? It's literally just going to be down here. You guys will be able to see it. So the winner for the Black Sunday Shop t-shirt is Vince Garcia. So Vince Garcia, congratulations. You are the winner of our Black Sunday Shop t-shirt. If all you got to do to get your prize, message me on Instagram at MitchellRenz365. And even if you guys didn't win, seriously, go check them out. BlackSundayShop.com. They got insane deals going on.